Welcome back, football lovers and true fans of the game. Another massive day of football action is upon us, and this one feels special. The kind of day where every match tells a story, every pass matters, and every prediction counts. Across different leagues and nations, teams are ready to fight for pride, points, and position. And today, we're diving deep into 5 exciting fixtures that promise intensity, passion, and moments that will leave fans talking long after the final whistle. This isn't just another prediction video. It's about analyzing rhythm, performance patterns, and that winning instinct that separates contenders from pretenders. We've studied form, momentum, and consistency to bring you predictions that aren't just guesses, they're built on insight and football understanding. So settle in, turn the volume up, and let's break down today's games one by one. Match 1, Lazio vs Cagliari. We begin in Italy, where Lazio go head-to-head with Cagliari. A matchup that always brings out strong tactical battles, but this one feels like Lazio's to control. Lazio at home have been a side that knows exactly how to dictate the rhythm. Their ball control, structure, and transition speed often suffocate teams that try to defend deep. When Lazio are in front of their home crowd, their focus and determination rise another level. They understand how to stay patient when opponents try to park the bus, and they know when to strike. Cagliari, on their part, will aim to frustrate and break the game's flow. Their defensive shape can be solid, and they'll try to absorb pressure while waiting for a counterattack opportunity. But Lazio have shown time and time again that they can break down that kind of setup. It might take time to open up the game, but once they find their rhythm, Lazio tend to dominate in waves. Every forward run, every set piece, and every shot builds the pressure that usually leads to goals. This looks like one of those controlled, confident home performances where Lazio prove their class and finish with a convincing result. The prediction is clear: a Lazio to win, with a correct score of 2-0. A professional victory, no panic, no rush, just control and execution from start to finish. Match 2, Sunderland vs Everton. Now we move to England, where Sunderland take on Everton in a fixture that feels alive even before the first whistle. This one is about passion and determination. Sunderland have been showing that hunger to compete, no matter who they face. There's a fighting spirit in this team that makes them difficult to break down, especially at home. Every time they play, there's energy in the stands, belief in the players, and commitment across the pitch. Everton come into this one as the side with experience, but sometimes that experience hasn't translated into consistency. They can play well for long stretches, but small mistakes in concentration have cost them in key moments. Sunderland's advantage lies in their rhythm and intensity. They press hard, chase every ball, and don't give opponents room to settle. That type of approach can unsettle a team like Everton, especially if the home side starts strong. It's the kind of match where both sides will create moments, but Sunderland's energy might just tip the balance. Expect a close game, full of momentum swings, with the home crowd lifting their team at critical times. The predicted result: Sunderland win or draw, with a correct score of 2-1 in favour of Sunderland. A spirited performance where they prove that belief and hard work can match experience and reputation. Match 3, Sassuolo vs Genoa. Next, we head back to Italy, where Sassuolo face Genoa in what promises to be a tight and tactical encounter. Both sides have been battling for consistency, but Sassuolo at home have shown signs of stability and organization. They're a side that can keep possession well, stay patient, and look for the perfect moment to strike. Genoa bring a defensive structure that makes them tough to break down. They sit compact, close spaces, and wait for transitions. But Sassuolo's strength lies in maintaining control and keeping composure even when the breakthrough doesn't come early. This fixture has that feeling of a match that might be decided by a single key moment, a defensive lapse, a set piece, or a well-placed shot. Sassuolo have that patience and balance to manage such games. When they play at home, they often find a way to push the tempo in the second half. It might not be a goalfest, but it could be the kind of match where Sassuolo get their chance and make it count. The prediction stands: Sassuolo win or draw, with a correct score of 1-0. A disciplined performance, focused from the first whistle to the last. Match for Real Oviedo vs Osasuna. Now we move to Spain for Real Oviedo against Osasuna. This one has the classic setup of two teams who know how to control tempo and test each other's patience. The first half, in particular, could be a tight battle. Expect both sides to study each other, avoid early mistakes, and build gradually. Oviedo are strong at home when they stay compact. They'll aim to deny Osasuna space between the lines and limit quick forward play. Osasuna, though, carry that mature balance that makes them dangerous even in slow, tactical games. They're comfortable sitting deep for spells, then suddenly turning up the pressure. Their defensive awareness and structured transitions make them a difficult opponent to handle. In the early stages, don't expect too much chaos. The game will likely unfold carefully, with each side respecting the other's ability to punish mistakes. By halftime, this looks like one of those matches still level, still building, and still waiting for its moment. The halftime prediction, 0-0. But across the full 90 minutes, Osasuna have the balance to come out with something. They rarely collapse under pressure, and their organization helps them secure points. Even when the game isn't flowing perfectly. The pick here, Osasuna win or draw. A game that will be defined by focus, timing, and tactical control rather than fast attacking play. Match 5, Gharafa vs Hilal. Finally, we travel to the Middle East for Gharafa vs Hilal. A match that highlights two sides with very different mindsets. Hilal are one of those teams that carry an aura of dominance. They step onto the field with a clear idea of what they want to do, how they want to play, and how to control their opponents. Their structure and discipline are what make them so difficult to face. Gharafa are creative and ambitious, but against a team like Hilal, you need more than creativity, you need control, concentration, and endurance. Hilal don't just attack, they press, recover, and build again. Every phase of their play has purpose. This game could see Hilal set the tempo early, keeping possession, and gradually breaking down the opposition. They're capable of managing the game once they take the lead, never rushing, never panicking. Gharafa will try to find moments through counterattacks, but sustaining pressure against Hilal for a full 90 minutes is incredibly difficult. The prediction, Hilal to win, with a correct score of 2-0. A composed, professional performance that shows their quality, focus, and drive to stay on top. And there you have it, 5 matches, 5 predictions, each one built on performance, form, and football instinct. Let's recap. Lazio to win, correct score 2-0. Sunderland win or draw, correct score 2-1. Sassuolo win or draw, correct score 1-0. Real Oviedo vs Osasuna, halftime 0-0, Osasuna win or draw. Hilal to win, correct score 2-0. These predictions aren't made lightly. They come from patterns of play, consistency, and the mentality that separates strong teams from struggling ones. Every one of these fixtures brings its own story, and watching them unfold is what makes football so exciting. So, if you're a fan who lives and breathes the game, make sure you stay connected. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and turn on notifications so you never miss another breakdown or prediction. This community is built for people who understand football beyond the scoreline, people who love the strategy, the rhythm, and the emotion of the game. Join the family, share your thoughts in the comments, and let's build a space where football fans can win together, think together, and celebrate together. Because at the end of the day, football is more than a game. It's passion, it's unity, and it's that moment of joy when the final whistle blows and your prediction hits perfectly. Until next time, stay confident, stay inspired, and keep the love for the game alive. Football never stops, and neither do we.